Most people spend 40 years working at a job they hate, just so they can buy things they do not need to impress people they do not even like. You wake up to an annoying alarm, sit in traffic for an hour, stare at a glowing screen all day, and wonder if this is all life has to offer. On a tiny island in the south of Japan called Okinawa, people routinely live past 100 years old without ever retiring or burning out. They do not have special genes or magic water, but they do have a simple life concept known as Ikigai. Ikigai roughly translates to your reason for getting out of bed in the morning, and finding yours is not some mystical secret. Today, you are getting a practical, step-by-step roadmap to discover your own Ikigai so you can finally combine what you love with what pays your bills. Let us start by breaking down the 4 core circles that make up this life-changing framework. The first circle is what you love, which means anything that makes you lose track of time and gives you genuine energy. Think back to when you were 10 years old, or notice what you search on YouTube when nobody is watching you. If an activity makes you forget to check your phone for 2 straight hours, that belongs in your first circle. The second circle is what you are good at, covering your natural talents, your learned skills, and your weird personal superpowers. Maybe you are great at organizing messy closets, explaining hard math problems to kids, or keeping calm when everyone else is panicking. Do not be modest here, because the things that feel effortless to you are often pure magic to someone else. The third circle is what the world actually needs, which connects your personal skills to solving real human problems. The world does not need another generic coffee shop, but it always needs people who fix broken things, reduce stress, or teach useful knowledge. Ask yourself what makes you angry about the world, because your frustrations usually point directly toward the problems you want to fix. The fourth and final circle is what you can get paid for, because passion without profit will quickly leave you hungry and stressed. You need an economic engine, whether that means a full-time salary, freelance clients, selling physical products, or building a subscription service. If people are already spending their hard-earned cash to solve a specific problem, there is a viable market waiting for you. When only 2 or 3 of these circles overlap, you end up stuck in some very uncomfortable life traps. If you only combine what you love and what you are good at, you get a passion, which is essentially just a very fun hobby. You might be the best guitar player in your bedroom, but if no one pays you, your bank account stays at 0. If you combine what you are good at with what gets you paid, you get a profession, which describes millions of exhausted office workers. You make decent money and people respect your skills, but you feel completely numb and empty inside by 3 o'clock every single afternoon. If you combine what you get paid for with what the world needs, you get a vocation, like working at a local government office. You know your work helps the community, but you do not personally care about the day-to-day tasks, so Monday mornings feel like a prison sentence. Finally, if you combine what you love with what the world needs, you get a mission, like volunteering full-time at an animal shelter. Your heart feels full of joy, but your pockets are completely empty, leaving you stressed about paying next month's rent. The magic sweet spot sits directly in the center where all 4 circles touch, giving you purpose, high income, fulfillment, and daily joy. Now, how do you actually find this center point in real life without quitting your job tomorrow and risking everything? Grab a blank notebook and draw 4 large columns, labeling each one with one of the 4 circles we just covered. Under the first column, write down 20 things you love doing, ranging from cooking spicy food to building spreadsheets or editing short videos. Under the second column, list every single hard skill, soft skill, and random ability you have learned over your entire life. Under the third column, write down 10 real problems people complain to you about, or issues in your neighborhood that drive you crazy. Under the fourth column, browse job boards, freelance platforms, and online marketplaces to see what services people are actively buying right now. Once your lists are full, put on your detective hat and look for surprising threads that connect words across all 4 columns. For example, maybe you love drawing silly cartoons, you are great at making people laugh, parents need ways to teach manners, and parents buy children's books. Boom, you just found a potential overlap that could turn into an illustrated book series, an educational channel, or personalized family art. Do not try to overhaul your entire life in a single weekend, because massive sudden shifts usually trigger panic and cause you to quit. Instead, use the micro-experiment method to test your new ideas with tiny, low-risk side projects that take less than 5 hours a week. Offer a free service to 3 people, launch a simple one-page website, or post 5 short videos sharing your unique knowledge. Keep a daily energy journal on your phone to track how these tiny experiments make you feel over the course of 14 days. Write down every task you did, rate your energy from 1 to 10, and note whether you felt alive or completely drained afterward. Let real-world data guide your path, doubling down on the tasks that give you energy and ditching the ones that feel heavy. Let us look at a guy named David, who spent 9 years working as a senior tax accountant at a massive corporate firm in Chicago. David was making 6 figures and had a fancy office, but he spent his Sunday nights dreading the upcoming week with a pit in his stomach. He loved personal finance and was great with numbers, but he hated helping giant corporations save money on their corporate taxes. David started spending 2 hours every Saturday coaching single parents at a local community center on how to eliminate high-interest credit card debt. The parents started crying tears of relief, and David realized that helping everyday families brought him immense joy and gave him real purpose. Within 18 months, David transitioned into running his own financial coaching practice, earning great money while changing real human lives every single day. Then consider Maria, who worked as a burnt-out graphic designer for a fast-paced advertising agency in London making banner ads for soda companies. She loved digital illustration, but she felt like her creative talents were being wasted on selling junk food to teenagers. Maria noticed that local school teachers were struggling to find engaging visual worksheets to teach science concepts to neurodivergent kids. She spent her weekends creating colorful, accessible learning bundles and uploaded them to an online educational marketplace for $3 each. Within 2 years, those downloadable worksheets generated enough passive income for Maria to quit her agency job and focus on educational design full-time. Or look at Marcus, an industrial engineer who felt disconnected from his soul while sitting in endless factory production meetings all day long. Marcus loved woodworking with his hands, cared deeply about the environment, and noticed how much cheap furniture ended up rotting in city landfills. He began building modular, durable dining tables using reclaimed wood from old torn-down barns around his hometown during his spare evenings. His modern, sustainable design solved a massive space issue for urban apartments, turning his weekend hobby into a thriving sustainable furniture business. You might be thinking this sounds great for other people, but your mortgage, your family, or your self-doubt makes it feel impossible. The biggest roadblock is always fear of failure, but you do not need to leap off a financial cliff to find your Ikigai. Keep your day job to pay your basic living expenses while treating your mornings and weekends as an incubator for your true calling. Set clear boundaries with family and friends who might project their own fears onto your new path and tell you to play it safe. Your parents might want you to stay in a boring corporate job because they love you and value safety, but safety is not the same as happiness. Remember that Ikigai is not a static treasure chest you dig up once and keep in a glass case for the rest of your life. Your Ikigai will naturally shift and evolve as you grow older, learn new skills, have children, or develop new personal interests. A professional athlete might find their Ikigai on the field in their 20s, but shift to coaching or broadcasting in their 40s. Protect your morning routine by giving your first 30 minutes of waking energy to your personal project before checking your work email. Surround yourself with people who are also actively building meaningful lives, because ambition and purpose are wildly contagious habits. Set a calendar reminder every 90 days to sit down with your 4 circles and review where your time and energy are actually going. Ask yourself honestly if your daily tasks are pulling you closer to the center or drifting you back toward boredom and quiet frustration. Life is entirely too short to spend 40 hours a week waiting for 5 o'clock on Friday to finally start living your life. Take out a piece of paper right now, write down your 4 circles, and pick one tiny micro-experiment to launch before this week ends. Hit the like button if this guide brought clarity to your journey, share this with a friend who feels stuck, and subscribe for more practical guides.